Good morning and welcome back to Good Day Kentucky. Today we are so delighted to be joined by our friends from Kentucky nonprofit Believing in Forever. Their 9th annual A Coat to Keep the Cold Away youth coat drive is underway this season, and they really need your help to reach their goal this year. The children's nonprofit has given away hundreds and hundreds of brand new coats to kids across central and eastern Kentucky over the last 8 years. Joining us today with full details is founder Devine Carama. So good to see you this morning.
Hey, good morning.
Okay, so you were telling me in the break right before we started that the need, because you actually take requests to find out exactly how many children in our community need this. What is the number of requests you've gotten this year?
So normally we're around 2,800 a year, and we work directly with the school system. Schools in eastern Kentucky here with the Family Resource Center, so they know what kids need what. They communicate it to us, we go get the coats. Well, this year we have 4,300 requests, over 1,000 more than what we normally need.
Oh my gosh.
So I think it's just a combination of a lot. People still impacted from the tornadoes to the flood, inflation's at an all-time high. And then obviously just the normal disparities, people just struggling around the holidays. So the need is great this year.
It is. And so let's talk about how this all started. Why start a coat drive?
Yeah, I just remember driving to work probably a decade ago and seeing kids on the bus stop with no coat. And I remember asking them, where's your coat? And they were like, well, my mom said I got to wait until a couple more paychecks. And it just made me remember being a single father and the struggles I had to provide for my daughters. And every kid deserves a coat, right? That's just the bare minimum, to keep them healthy so they don't miss school, fall behind in school. And so we started, gave away a couple hundred coats, and obviously over the last 8 years it's grown.
Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing, the amount you have given away. When you think about that need, whatever it was, normally 2,600 every single year.
Every year.
I mean, that's thousands and thousands of coats. What's kind of the response you hear from these school systems and groups you work with when the coats are distributed? Do they kind of share the response they get from these kids and their families?
They do. Sometimes they share photos, they share the response, and I think one thing I've realized with the school system, it's at its best when it works in partnership with the community and the parents. That's how we holistically kind of take care of our kids, right? And so that's the partnership. We work with the schools for the betterment of our young people. Okay,
so people watching this morning, what can they do to help? Like, how does the process work? Is it a monetary donation? Because then you actually go out, and again, these are all brand new coats that these children are getting. So how does the process work, and how can people watching help?
So right now, we're still kind of in the early stages. So we'll take coat donations. So people can do little mini coat drives at their workplace, maybe at their school, and then they can drop those coats off at Consolidated Baptist Church. But once we get after Thanksgiving, we really got to be targeted in what sizes that we get so we can match the request. So we tell people monetary donations would be great. And obviously Believing in Forever is a 501c3 tax deductible organization, so they can donate to us, Cash App, check, whatever, and then we go out and we buy what we need. So we got up into the second week of December. That's when we start to deliver.
Okay, all right. So you've got some time to help. But as you said right now, if you want to collect coats, that's great. But then after that, monetary, because you are, again, directly communicating with the schools, so you know the ages of these children, their sizes. So
and how many they need.
Exactly. So kids are getting exactly what they need.
That's right.
Anytime there's a drive like this, I do always think it's so important. Sometimes you'll hear these concepts like, oh, kids need coats. But I mean, it's real kids we're talking about.
That's right.
Like our neighbors, real kids in this community. And that, I think, is what usually, like you said, you saw actual children that made you do this. But you at home just think these are real kids in our community, that you may see, out shopping or out at a restaurant. You may see them out and they need a coat. And this is such a great way to make an impact.
And I think with it being brand new coats, it inspires them in a different way. Because I think a lot of times we think of a drive, we go to empty our closets. We're thinking about getting rid of things, but we got to think of that child receiving something and coming out of a pandemic. And also just wanting to inspire that kid, giving them something brand new, being able to tear that tag off hits different. And we want them to pay it forward one day. And so we just want to inspire the kids too.
This is such an amazing event. If people want to find out more about the coat drive or just your organization in general, what can they go? Website?
So they can go to our website, believinginforever.com, or they can find us on Facebook. We're on Instagram, pretty much everything. But go to our website, and we got a tab under what we do, and it's called Youth Coat Drive. And it's got all the ways that people can donate and help out, and then there'll be volunteer opportunities come that second week of December to help us pack and prepare for delivery.
Oh, wonderful.
So we'll need help with that as well.
Okay, so many ways that you can help this season and give back to kids in this community. Yeah, head to their website for more information. Thanks so much for being with us today.
No problem.
And
Appreciate
thanks for
it.
doing this drive. This
Thank
is
you.
amazing.
I appreciate it.
All right, stay with us. More Good Day Kentucky coming up right after this.